Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I remain your girl like the Rachel. If this is your first time here, welcome, and if you're a return subscriber, thank you for always and always coming back. I appreciate you. I see all that you do. I am super grateful to have you all in my corner. So guys, today it's a story time, but I learned a lesson from it. Sorry, it's a story time, but I learned a lesson from it, and I'm just going to be sharing with you guys. So here is it. Yesterday, I'm on afternoon shift throughout this week. So yesterday I went to work. Work was pretty chilled, calm. There was nothing. Basically, I didn't do anything. But then there's a way that where I work, there's a way it is structured that even though I do not do anything in my own unit, A&E, I still have to like write reports about what happened in other words. Basically just the major thing that happened. Maybe you have this major patient that needs to be reported on. I will write it. I think I've mentioned on this channel before. So it was time to go write that report, that word. It is called word report, like things happen in other word. And yeah, I know the numbers of patients in the hospital since I've been doing afternoon shifts now consecutively. So I have I have the number of patients in the hospital in my head. But then I had to go to the ward that had patients. I wrote reports about that patient. I did my statistic. Funnest part, I've done the statistic that okay, this is the number of patients we have. My supporting staff, the person that works with me, told me that pediatric wards, that's children ward, they don't have patients. And I know myself that they don't have patients because I can also check what the previous shift, the report of the previous shift. So I'll be able to decide my own. Let's say I don't want to walk around, I can just check from their statistic and know my own. Because if there is any admission, it goes through me because I'm in AIE/OPD. Any admission will go through me. Any admission will go through me. It's only discharge that will not go through me. And if there was a discharge, the previous shift would have written it. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. So basically, there was no reason for me to go to the pediatrics ward because they don't have patients. My attendant already told me, sorry, my supporting staff, I don't like calling them attendant. My supporting staff already told me that there is no patient in pediatrics ward. But I just felt led to go there and still go and check for myself. Mind you, I wrote report the previous day, the day before, and the day before. And I know that pediatrics they don't have patient. The patient they had, they've discharged that patient. But I was just feeling this thing that go to pediatrics ward, go to pediatrics ward. So I decided to go. And while I was going, pediatrics ward is at the entrance of the hospital, is with the admin block, like it's at that side of the hospital. So where I am, my own ward is like behind. So pediatrics ward is just like obviously the walk is it's a long walk, kind of a long walk. So my supporting staff was surprised that I still want to go, but I was let to go. I didn't know why. I said let me go. So while I was going, I just saw the reason. I just knew the reason why God would have me go there. I met a man. So this man he had a disturbing look, like he had a look that is disturbed. So looking at him, he must have been standing there for quite a while. He even said it, he must have been standing there for quite a while. So he came to the admin block and he came late. You know, admin they close around maybe 4 p.m. So he came late and he could not meet them, and he had a message for them. He had something to deliver to them. So there are all these churches that like reach out to hospitals and give devotionals, calendars, just like a way of evangelizing, to reach out to men, to reach out to people more, to reach out to people more. So I saw him, and when he was even calling me, I was skeptical about that. Why is this man calling me now? So I said, sir. So he said, have they closed in this place? I said they've closed now. That admin usually close around 4 p.m. So he's like, he has spent a lot of transport money. Where he came from is very, very far. Can I help him collect this thing and give them? I was like, so I mean, I'm not working there. Oh. I work in the ward. I mean, I'm even almost closing now. I just came to check something in this ward. I've not even gone to the ward I wanted to go. I just came to check something in this word, and it's like he started begging me that should please. He has gone to like it is their routine. It's a yearly ritual what they do every year that they distribute this these devotionals to different hospitals. Like he has gone to about 5 hospitals. That's why he's coming here late. Then I saw his bike man too. The guy looks disturbed too. Like we then now have to come back tomorrow. Then he started off with, you know that the country is hard now. He started off with the transport he has spent. If he's to come tomorrow, he's going to spend another money. And at some point, I felt for him. Do you understand? I fell for him and I'm like, sir, this thing you're saying, it's not like I'm working here. He said, there's a way I can help you to hand over to somebody that they will just get it across to them. Do you understand? So that's all about it then. He said he's been praying that he will shall see somebody. Apparently, that part of the hospital used to be very dry. The whole hospital used to be dry, but that part used to be extra dry. So that maybe this is God just, you understand that kind of thing. And like, it was literally praying to God that I should see somebody. He's been looking around if he's even going to see somebody to talk to. So after thinking about it, I was just like, okay, sir, bring it. I will hand over to somebody that will just help you get it across to them. It's not like I work at this side of the hospital. I'm even on afternoon shift. I'm not on morning. If it's that I'm on morning now, I can bring it when I resume in the morning. So it's like, I should share, please, I should help him. So I collected it and he was thanking me. Hey, he was just saying, thank you, God bless you, thank you, God bless you, thank you. I was like, you're welcome, sir, no problem. So he left. And I'm just like, there's a lot attached to obeying God. Like, people's destiny. I know that this story is not that, like, it's not giving people's destiny, but then there's a lot that is attached to you obeying God. Like, there's a lot attached to you being in the will of God. Just imagine, I'm like, I know that there's no patience there, because I later checked children ward and I did not, the ward was already locked up. The nurse, the supporting staff, they already left, as per they don't have patience now. So they left early, because sometimes you're not going to leave that side of the town really late. So they already left early and they went home early. So the ward was locked. Apparently, they don't have patience. What my attendant told me was true. What my supporting staff told me was true. And what I also knew was true. But God just wanted me to go to that side of the hospital so I can meet that man. So there's a lot attached to you obeying God. Like, there's a lot attached to it. And yeah, I'm going to drop a biblical story. Quite a number of people obeyed God in the Bible, and we saw the result. Let's start with Abraham. God told Abraham, leave where you are staying, leave your family, leave your kindred, go into a land that I will show you. Do you know that he left, he obeyed God, and what did God do? God made him into a great nation, like a great nation. Let us check Joseph too. Joseph obeyed God because, okay, it was a free opportunity now. Master's wife wanted to lay with you. Do you know what benefit will come from it? Like, if you don't want to obey God. But he chose to obey God, because if he had laid with that woman, he would have remained in that house and he would not have been able to go to the prison, be opportune to interpret the king's dream. So now, because he obeyed God, because of that simple act of obedience, he was able to find himself in the prison. Even though it does not look like it at first, he was able to find himself in the prison, and he was able to interpret some people's dream that they recommended him for the king. And now he interpreted the king's dream. And that was not just it. When he interpreted the king's dream, he had to save the whole land from famine, from 7 years of famine, because nobody would have been able to interpret that dream. Bible tells us so now, that none of the wise men could interpret the dream. So now look at what a simple act of obedience did. He obeyed God and he saved the land from 7 years of famine by helping them to do this. And he also made him into a great man. Same for Daniel. God blessed him after obeying God, and he did not defile himself and his friend. They didn't defile themselves with the king's meal. So there's a lot attached to obeying God. And most of the time, it's not just us, it's not just for us, even for people around us, even for people attached to that, our own act of obedience. I don't know if this makes it, obviously makes sense. Even for people attached to that our act of obedience, there's a lot to working in the will of God. There's a lot to obeying God. Another thing that stood out for me is that God hears us. See, that time that you are disturbed and you're just saying, God, please help me. God, please send help. God listens and he hears us. Like, why did I have to go to that side of the hospital? It's because of that man. Obviously, it's because of that man, because I needed to help him. I'm sure it was disturbed. He would have been saying some prayer under his bed that, God, please send and help her to me. God, please send me somebody that will help me. So guys, I hope that you were able to learn something from this video, that God listens to you when you pray. He listens to your heart desires and he answers prayer. And also, obedience is very, very important. When you obey God, there's a lot attached to it. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you for watching this video, and I am going to see you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoy my story time. We'll do more of story. Thank you for watching this video. Bye.